Dr. Stephen Hawkins, the British scientist, has given us 1,000 years to find a new place to live. And I think that this brother here is a prophet. You know, I blogged once where he has more faith than many Christians. He believes in evolution and that Big Bang stuff so fervently that um, he comes over as having stronger faith in this bogus view than Christians in creation. But I think he's onto something here because this 1,000 years is called a millennium. And the scripture did talk about 1,000 years. Now, it's ironic that at this time when the world seemed to be on the verge of collapse and its end, that he would say that we have 1,000 years to find a new home. And that's precisely what it's about. Because what the Bible says is that when Jesus comes the second time, the trump shall sound and he's going to descend and he's going to take those people who have made a covenant with him by sacrifice, those who have accepted him, he's going to take them with him to heaven for 1,000 years. And simultaneously, as he's rescuing the saints, even those who are dead and the living ones, the dead wicked and the living wicked will be slain by the brightness and the whole commotion of his return. And this earth is going to stay destitute for about 1,000 years, in which Satan, who will not be killed, will be walking up and down a plan and a strategy how he could have probably be more successful. And at the end of the 1,000 years, when Christ comes back to recreate this earth and to place man to live here, Satan and his followers are going to be resurrected, and he's going to call in his big generals, and he say, "Look, we could take this city. We could take the city that Jesus Christ has up there coming down with." And so, as they reach out to do whatever they plan to do, fire is going to be issued from God, and it's going to burn them up. Now, this fire that he's going to use is not the type of common fire we use here, whether it's electrically generated or coal or gas or whatever. This fire is a consuming fire. And just as how Solomon offered thousands of sacrifices on the day when he dedicated the temple, and of course, it was consumed real fast. We even see with Elijah when prophets of Baal and him were on Mount Carmel, and they throw water in the sacrifice and then trench, and God's fire came and slapped up the water and consumed the sacrifices rapidly. And so this is the fire he's going to use. So there wouldn't be no burning forever. There's not going to be no purgatory of burning because he's coming to recreate this earth after man is destroyed and place humans to live here. So I could congratulate Dr. Stephen Hawkins for this postulation, this great pontifical pronouncement, this great scholastic, ecclesiastic, concept. Yeah. After Christ comes, which I'm not sure how soon it's going to be. It probably could be real fast. I don't know how next year is going to shape up to give us a little clue how it's going to be. But in the 1,000 years, the earth is going to be desolate. The saints are in heaven. Comes back because you see, humans weren't created to live on this planet. Humans were created to become angels, to replace the fallen angels that are devils on the earth that came with Satan. And that's why he moved so hard to deceive Eve and Adam. And they have been relegated to death and followed all of us. And God went on to, or Jesus went on and created another planet in which the first parents and those citizens have passed the test and they've replaced Satan. So he's going to be bound here, can't go anywhere else. He's going to be burnt up. And then, of course, man is going to come back and live here because this is the plan, the second plan, the alternative plan that God had. And so, thank you, Dr. Stephen Hawkins, for your wonderful concept that simulates and that explains exactly what Christ is going to do. He's going to be coming back here to set up humans on this earth to live 1,000 years after taking them to heaven.